Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be talking about what is Bulgaria famous for, and these are in no particular order. First thing is nature. Bulgarian nature is very beautiful, it's very varied. There's the Black Sea on the east, there's the high mountains, and there's 4 climates, so you really can experience nature at its best in Bulgaria, including the very beautiful scenery. Um, so, and tied to that is also tourism. More tourists visit Bulgaria than actually people live there. Bulgaria is so popular that I think the last figure I saw was 10 million tourists visit Bulgaria, and the permanent population in Bulgaria is 7 million. So that tells you a lot of people are visiting Bulgaria for its tourist destinations, and those include summer resorts and also winter resorts. So Bulgaria is basically year-round tourist country. The next thing that Bulgaria is traditionally famous for is rose oil. The last figure I checked was that over 80% of the production of rose oil is done in Bulgaria. A lot of the Bulgarian rose oil comes from Rose Valley, which is a valley in central Bulgaria, and it's used in the finest perfumes in the world. And the next one also is kind of a traditional thing that Bulgaria is known for, and that's wine. In one paper I actually wrote a while ago, it turned out over 95% of the territory of Bulgaria is suitable for wine production. So wine production, Bulgarian wine is world known. It's really big. The next thing Bulgaria is famous for, or probably not so famous for, but it should be, is that the Cyrillic alphabet was invented and first used in Bulgaria. The Cyrillic alphabet was later adopted by Russia and a lot of other Slavic countries, and Russia influenced a lot of the some of the Asian countries to adopt the Cyrillic alphabet, but the Cyrillic alphabet was first developed in Bulgaria and used in Bulgaria way before it was used and adopted in other countries. The reason for that is, at the time that happened, Bulgaria was one of the biggest countries in Europe. It was very strong and culturally very dominant, and Bulgaria was the first country from the Slavic countries to adopt the Orthodox Christianity, for which the Cyrillic alphabet was used. So from there on, it was adopted by other countries. The next thing, also in the food group, is Bulgaria is known for its yogurt. Bulgarian yogurt is very famous, and it's exported all over the world, including in the United States, Japan, and other countries, especially in the Middle East. So that's another thing. Moving on to sports, Bulgaria is famous for its excellent chess players. In recent years, Topalov was #1 in the world. And also in other sports, typically Bulgaria's weightlifters have been really good, and they've been winning Olympic gold medals and doing very well in that sport. In general, Bulgarian cuisine is well known. It's kind of a mixture of Mediterranean and Middle Eastern cuisine, so a lot of tourists and foreigners really appreciate it when they go to Bulgaria. I haven't heard any complaints so far. People seem to like it. Moving on to a few famous Bulgarians, Bulgaria is really famous through its people. Christo is a world famous artist who was born in Bulgaria, and another one from soccer is Christos Stoichkov. Christos Stoichkov is world famous. He came from CSK Sofia, and he played in Barcelona, so he's really well known. And adding to that, Dimitar Berbatov, who played for Manchester United. And our staying in the sports arena, our from gymnastics, you know, the female gymnastics team from Bulgaria is really well known. They won numerous Olympic gold medals. I've actually seen them train, so it's they're very hardworking and, you know, trained really well, really hard, and really deserve what they accomplished. And last thing I heard about the trainer from for that team who helped them actually win all these medals was that she was recruited from Germany. Neshka Robeva, she's very well known too. Gymnastics has a long tradition in Bulgaria and a lot of success. Moving on to the oldest treated gold treasure in the world was found in Bulgaria. Bulgaria has been inhabited for a very long time. The culture and artifacts there actually predate the Egyptian pyramids. So there's a lot of culture in Bulgaria, and some of the settlements in Bulgaria are the oldest, or one of the few that are the oldest in Europe. You know, at the time there were major settlements in Bulgaria. There was not anything really major in Europe at that time other than probably in Greece. So Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria, and Athens are the oldest major European cities that are still in existence and thriving. Another you know, thing kind of related to what I said earlier about the histories. You know, Bulgaria has a rich history. There's layers and layers of history in Bulgaria that go back, you know, millennia. And there's a lot of archaeological sites and a lot of ruins in Bulgaria that are still being, you know, unearthed and are being discovered every day. And they're becoming more and more well known and popular, especially Thracian ruins, but also others. Check it out. You know, there's a lot of newly opened, just in the last few years, Thracian sites in Bulgaria that are very interesting, and some of them are World Heritage UNESCO sites. And another thing that's kind of more modern, you know, from recent years, is that Bulgaria has actually been pretty well known as a IT startup destination. Traditionally, Bulgaria is, and Bulgarians have been good in computers and in math, and you know, given the kind of affordable environment in Bulgaria, plus the orientation of the country and Bulgarians in general towards computers, Bulgaria has been now in the top 10 IT startup and outsourcing destinations in the world. So it's really becoming kind of a hotbed for IT. And you know, just recently actually a classmate of mine announced the building, or maybe they've already completed it, a complex in Bulgaria dedicated solely in Sofia, dedicated to IT startups. So this is real. You know, the Bulgarian government has given, you know, full support to IT startups and infrastructure and initiatives. So Bulgaria's workforce is, you know, very educated, and the people that are in this kind of sphere are, you know, speak fluent English, and they're really extremely good. And Bulgaria has become really famous for IT startups and outsourcing. And speaking of computers, John Atanasov, who is from Bulgarian descent, his dad is from Bulgaria. He's a Bulgarian American, computer engineer. He actually, along with another person, invented the first digital computer, which gave the foundation for the modern computers. So this is kind of an accomplishment of a world significance. And also, just to give you an example of famous Bulgarians in that area, is one of the founders of a zero trading, stock trading, that is the first really in the world, is also Bulgarian. So that company just started just a few years ago, and it's now worth over $1 billion, I believe. All right, that's all I had for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. All right, thanks, bye.